Hey there, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel and my creative life. I am creating some products using some things given to me from Jen Lee Schoolcraft because I make pretty crafty things and you can too. So these are the things that were sent to me for being on the design team. It's Mad for Plaid Christmas from Photo Play, and there are some embellishment packs, some puffy stickers. I also got a pack of matte gold enamel dots, which are gorgeous, but unfortunately I don't end up using them here on this project, but you'll see them later. I guarantee it. So I am making a sidestep card, and it's a fun fold card, and I've made these before, but it's been a long time. So I did have to kind of refresh my memory on how to do this. So what I did is on the 5.5 inch side, I went 2 inches down, and I'm doing a slit. So 2.5 inches over, 2 inches down, going all the way from 2 to 7.5 inches. Now on that top side, you can see here, I'm going to be scoring, and I'm going to be writing the numbers down, but I'm going to score at 2, 4, 5.25, 6.5, and 7.5 inches. And that's going from the slit line up to the edge of the paper, just like I'm doing here. Now, this type of trimmer is perfect tool for this type of thing because you can pick up the blades, or in this case, the scoring blade, and then place it where you need it. So it was super easy to do, and also easy to create that slit going from, like I mentioned before, 2 inches from the top down to 7.5. Now, unfortunately, when I first slit it, I did it at 7 inches, so I'll fix it later. And then on the opposite side, I have one score line, and that is at 4.25, like your regular halfway point when making a card. So now I'm going to fold all these score lines. Here's where I made that mistake, but I'm just putting it right back on the cutter, and I'm just going about a 1/2 inch more because I didn't go all the way down. But once I do that, the first fold is going to be a mountain fold, which means it's kind of facing towards you. The next one, valley, and then just kind of keep on going because it's like an accordion in a sense. Now on that left side, all it is the one fold down the middle. Look at that. Folds perfectly. I'm using my bone folder to just make sure I have a really crisp fold on all of those score lines. Once I do that, now I know, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to decorate this? So these are Christmas embellishments, like I mentioned before. So my first thought is I'm just going to go through them real quick and just kind of grab stuff that I think might look nice on this card. I am definitely going to use these embellishments on a scrapbooking layout. I don't know about you folks, if you guys are scrapbookers, or I think anybody that just kind of crafts in general. I kind of hoard Christmas stuff. I'm admitting it to all of you. I just can't get enough of it. And I'm going to tell you, we're in Central California. We're not getting snow. We're not getting winter wonderland, but I love everything about Christmas. It's so fun. But right now I'm just measuring all the little steps, both the side step and then all the little steps on that right-hand side. And I'm writing down the measurements there. Now, if you are doing the exact same measurements of mine, you could just look at what I've done. Why do the work yourself? And then I wrote down just a 1/2 inch shorter, or sorry, not half, 1/4 inch smaller. Those are what I'm going to be using to cut this paper. Now, the pattern paper that I'm using is just from my stash. I had 6x6 pads, a couple of different Christmas pads that I looked at. This was actually one that I got at, you know how at Michael's, they have the racks that are right before you get to the cash register, because, of course, they want you to buy everything, which we all do. This was one of those. So it was like, one of those $2 packs. I don't even remember where it came from, probably their brand. But I cut those down to the approximate size. Now, if you need to stop this or pause it and zoom in, they're all written down there. I'm also going to have the dimensions of the card base and all those score lines and stuff on my blog. And I'll have a link to my blog in the description box, as well as a link to the Jen Lee Schoolcraft store, web store, and anything else that I feel like you might need there. But if it's not there in the information box, it will definitely be on my blog. So once I put all that together, now I pulled out, like I said, the embellishments that I want. I love that this snowman's going to be kind of floating there. So I only put adhesive on the the bottom part of the, I'm going to call it a tag, and because we don't want adhesive on the back. But, as long as whatever you're doing is within that, 4.25 by 5.5 inch rectangle, it's going to fit in your envelope. So even though it's popping up on the stair steps on the right side, it's still within the height of the card, if that makes sense. I really wanted to put that snowman there, but it's the exact same snowman, and I thought, oh, that was just such a repeat. So I put that puffy sticker away. I'm going to end up doing something else. I actually end up adding some more embellishments off camera. I always do that. I hit pause thinking I'm done, and then I look at it and go, oh no, it needs. But basically I tied a twine bow, and you'll see it at the end pictures. And I also added some of those puffy stars just to kind of give it a little bit of a fun and festive look. Now in the back of that, I'm going to use that same craft paper because it is craft on the back. And I thought, look, this is such a small piece. And if I can use my scraps, I'm using my scraps. So even though there's those beautiful gold dots on the other side, I'm fine with it. So this is basically it. Now read below in the detail box about Gently Schoolcraft, but basically they're a web store that sells new and slightly used products. And they are, like retired products. People, decide they're not going to scrapbook anymore or make cards anymore. So, they're might be slightly used, but they're like new. It's a great budget friendly site. And if that is something you're interested in, you definitely need to check it out. Like I mentioned, I'll have the link to the store. And if you use my name, it's spelled Dorlene, Dorlene, you get an additional 10% off your purchase. So it's a great deal. But I do hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also leave a comment. Thanks. Bye.